how many of you guys know how many times earthquake happened this year so far? Any guess?
7,242.
It's about 6,300 for the United States. It's happened a lot, but you usually never feel it. And then I've been here like 2.5 years. Actually, I feel like just twice. And most of you guys know that how dangerous earthquake is. And but today, instead of talking about earthquake stuff, I want to talk about tsunami, because tsunami is usually caused by earthquake. And the reason why I decided this topic is one of my friends recently told me that the predictor that she predicts Chile earthquake and the Indonesian Sumatra Island earthquake is saying that soon the huge earthquake will happen in California. And I see like all the coast side in California doesn't have any protection. So, yeah. First of all, let me explain how the tsunami occurs. Tsunami is also called the seismic sea wave, or called generated by earthquake. To generate the earthquake, when earthquake happens under the ocean, this plate goes up and then shift all the water above it, and then this part gonna be go to the land. That's gonna be the tsunami. Some people are confused that the storm surge, which is usually caused by like typhoon, like hurricane. But basically, the power that tsunami has and then the storm surge has is totally different. Like the tsunami can travel all the ocean, like along the coastline. If it gets too close to the coastline, you can travel like 60 miles up to like 100 miles per hour. And second, let me explain how dangerous tsunami is. Once tsunami hit the land, this is a picture from the Sumatra Island, the earthquake, and then this earthquake had a damage mostly because of tsunami, and over 20,000 people died because of this incident. Once the tsunami hit the land, it starts from you can see all the water go back to the ocean first, and then you hear like airplane sound at first, and then the tsunami, as I said, can travel really fast, and then without noticing, you're gonna be inside the water. When tsunami usually has a wavelength about can be 60 miles. So just going to the inner part, and then when it goes back, tsunami, all the water is gonna take everything to the ocean side again. And finally, how to protect yourself from the tsunami. This is the hazard mark. It's around the Newport Beach. When tsunami hit if the earthquake happened and tsunami occurred, this area will be under the water. If you know this kind of stuff and you are at the beach and And if you listen to the radio or you Google your phone and you know where the earthquake occurs, if the earthquake occurs in the inner part, maybe there's no worry for the tsunami. But if earthquake occurs under the ocean, you need to evacuate to the higher land side. Today I talk about how tsunami works and how dangerous tsunami is and how you can protect those stuff. Usually, California doesn't have any earthquake, so people don't really know what earthquake is. But in my country, it's really common, and a lot of people die maybe every year. So if you know this kind of stuff, maybe you can protect.
So Mariana, what did you think?
I thought the attention grabber wasn't as effective as it could have been. It was a good speech overall. I just think he needed more eye contact with the audience, and his transitions could be a little smoother. He stopped a few times, and I think if he wouldn't have, his speech would have been better.
Good one. All right, well, the survey at the beginning, was kind of awkward, and then it's really kind of being used as a transition to a completely different topic, which is even more complicated. You need a clear statement of what your objective is for the speech, not just a statement of what the topic is, because it just doesn't seem like it's very well focused at the beginning. Internally, you do a little bit better on that. You do have some categories that you're referring to. The transitions, there's some numerical signposts on them, so we get a little bit of a structure. Background information needs more development. The visualizations that you had are good, but you're trying to let them do all the explanation. I like the first one where you're showing the ocean earthquake and the way the tsunami wave effect can come about, but I didn't think that your explanation on it was as clear as it needed to be. I thought that the last visual that you had with the tsunami zones here in Southern California being highlighted in red should draw people in, because this is a local interest that's going on here, but you didn't really explain what it was that people needed to do in a particular situation. It wasn't clear to me how we're supposed to respond based on what you talked about. The pacing of your presentation is a little bit awkward, and it sounded at the end like you're saying since California doesn't really have earthquakes, we don't have to worry about that, and that seems a little strange to most people who live in California that we don't have earthquakes. We may not have the same kinds of earthquakes or offshore earthquakes that you're talking about, so maybe there's an easier way or a clearer way to express that concept.